Welcome to the Friendly Fire Podcast. We are back. Bow, bow, bow. The boys are back. We got a apartment episode today. It'll be very fun. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Spotify. Do all that fun stuff.
Leave a 5-star review, will you?
Leave a 5-star review if that's how you feel. And if you don't feel like it's a 5-star experience, don't leave a fucking review.
Sound to 10 on Pacific. Out there. Yes, clear. Loud and clear.
Friendly fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
It's going.
It is going well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Friendly Fire Podcast. We had
So good to be back again.
so good to be back again. We had a pre-recorded episode that technical difficulties happened where the video file got corrupted, and I was up until 3 a.m. manically Googling YouTube. I was on YouTube, and I went, I think that episode's just lost. It's just a lost episode.
Yeah, I was also up until 3 a.m., but that was just because I'm having nightmares. I was scared.
What was making you scared,
Bro,
dude?
I just have these fucking nightmares, dog. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah,
They're like sleep paralysis.
That could never
too.
be me, dude. As a grown adult
As
man.
a grown adult. The thing is they're not like nightmares where I'm like, like I was having a dream. I was having a totally normal dream. This wasn't last night. This was the night before. And then in the dream, one of my buddy came up to me and he was like, "Dude, I saw this medium, and you'll never believe. They said like there's something following me." And then as I looked above him, I realized there was like some sort of something
Spirit.
evil following him. And then I got like sucked into it, and that's when like the sleep paralysis part happens. Where like I'm in the dream, I'm in my room, which is where I was asleep, and I'm so used to it now that like at first I was just like, I literally was like, oh, here we go again. Like in the dream, I'm like, here we go again. I know I won't be able to move for a while. I'll just lay here, whatever. But then eventually I start trying to fight it, and I have a mirror in my room, and I know if I go over to the mirror, like I'll be able to tell that this isn't real. And I like crawl my way over to get to the mirror. And I can tell, like I can see it's not normal. And then I like get my way back to bed, and then somebody like came in through my window, and I like pushed them off. And then I finally like fell back into my bed, and then I woke up in my bed.
Dude.
And that's like not even that I have those like once a week.
Dude, I don't have the mental fortitude for that.
I know. It's crazy.
Being able to be conscious and recognize, okay, well, if I crawl over to this mirror and it's not normal, then that means I'm back in the state that I can't control.
I'm back in the upside down.
Dude, no, dude. Fuck. It's time to wake up, Josh.
Yeah.
Dude, I would.
Bro, well, did I tell you one time I was laying here, I was napping, and I heard Matt, and it woke me up?
Dog, you might be microdosing schizo.
No,
Dude,
you're
you're microdosing schizophrenia.
I just like sleep so bad, and like I just like.
Do you have like sleep? This has to be all sleep anxiety related, right?
Well, the thing is like so when I was in Asheville, we were like hiking. I wasn't on my phone as much. We were like outside, and I wasn't like staring at my phone right before bed, and then I would just fall asleep. Everything was fine. When I get here and I'm like looking at my phone and I'm doing nicotine and I'm doing all that,
You got a goon.
I get, and then I got a goon.
You got a
of
goon before
course.
bed.
You got to hit a goon sesh
Dude,
before bed, and then
it's so funny to goon and have Zin in it, and then be like, why do I keep having nightmares?
huh? Maybe is it the Zen juice creeping into my dick hole that's giving me nightmares?
Every time I spike my endorphins right before trying to sleep, I have trouble sleeping.
I've been getting better about not doing the Zens right before bed, but yeah, it's just and then it does turn into anxiety, because then I'll have it one night, and then the next night I get scared to fall asleep. Because I'm like, well, fuck, now that's going to happen again. And so I start getting worried about falling. I slept out here last night because
You did a little kid thing.
I couldn't fall asleep.
Dude, I used to do that in my room all the time.
I couldn't fall asleep. So
Yeah.
I came out here, I turned golf on the TV, and then I fell asleep.
I respect it. I used to do this all of the time in high
Sucks.
school. I couldn't sleep in my room. I would be
Yeah.
like, I'm sleeping downstairs in the living room.
Yeah, except I'm
room
a
got
32-year-old man.
Right, you're an adult, but you live on your own, which
I do.
there is a level of like you can't something about being on my own, I think, would actually push me over the edge.
It is like, dude, listen, I know I'm a grown up, like whatever.
I'm a big boy.
I get spooked. I
You're
get
you're a big
spooked
boy
out.
that gets spooked.
And then I'm in an apartment. So like I know realistically that sounds are other people, but like above me or whatever. But when you're scared already and then you're like dozing off and you hear like a pounding above you, like somebody's foot, and it wakes you
Yeah.
up, it's scary.
Totally. You got chanclas above you.
Yeah, dude, I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot. We got
You're
a
trying to fall asleep and you just. We got
We got a lot of abuelas and abuelos in my
Yeah.
apartment complex, and I love them, man. They're a
100%.
good fucking time.
Dude, my apartment has a ton of Mexican people, and I walk in, I open the door to go through, like, because it's like an indoor. You have to, like, we don't have outdoor complex. You know, like your shit's like all. You have to go through a hallway to get to my apartment.
Yeah.
And I'll open the door to like walk into like the complex, and I'll get like a wave of Mexican food smell, and I'm like,
man.
"This is all." And then I get home, and I'm just eating beef and rice that I've cooked, and
eggs.
and
With salt.
cheese, and I put tapatio on it. And I go,
Oh, there you go. You're like,
no,
oh, you're one of
it's-
them.
No, I want to do that thing where I'm like taking a bite of what I eat, but then smelling
Yeah.
outside,
Dude, when I
like what like girls with eating disorders do when
when
they're in
I-
high school.
do they do that?
You never seen girls do that?
Or they like smell
Smell
something
like
that-
chocolate chip cookies and eat a carrot.
That's so crazy.
Did you not have like friends that used to do that?
No, I mean I've known girls with eating disorders.
Yeah,
All the best ones do.
Yeah, okay.
All the best ones have eating disorders at some point.
Dude, no, dude.
No, for real. Every girl, like every like wildly hot chick that I know had an eating disorder when she was young.
Yeah, I mean that's societal. That's like a societal
Yeah.
issue. That's like
Yeah.
people's like beauty standards are unachievable because they
Yeah.
have Kim Kardashian getting fucking. Kim Kardashian will put bowling balls in her ass cheeks. She'll get
Yeah.
bowling ball ass cheeks, so that people will be like, I guess I'm just gonna have that gum that makes me not have an
Yeah.
appetite that
Yeah,
she put
people will
out.
be like, yeah, God really ate with this one, and post a picture of Kylie Jenner, and it's like, yo, she's had so much plastic surgery.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
obviously.
100%. They also like. I didn't realize that Kim Kardashian was just promoting like a appetite suppressant.
Yeah, GLP-1, dude.
That's
we were
fucking
talking about
nuts,
this last
dude.
night, dude.
You can't be doing that to like 14-year-olds.
Bro, fucking Venus Williams is doing it. It might be Serena. I don't know if it's Serena or Venus. Either way, either one of them are some of the greatest female athletes of all time. And they are objectively not fat. And they are the face of a certain brand of GLP-1.
GLP-1 should be reserved for men in their 30s.
No, it's for
It's for-
diabetics.
No, it's for my tits.
It's not for your tits.
Dude,
it's not
I'm
going to make you lose your tits.
you know what I think I realized the other day? I was realizing this about
About your
myself.
tits?
About why I feel so insecure.
Okay.
I think I came to a conclusion of why I feel so insecure about my body. And I think it's because when I had acne, really bad acne when I was like 14, I had acne and braces. And so I remember tough look.
Dude, skinny ginger with acne and braces, tough.
I mean, drowning.
My heart goes out to you.
Yeah, shout out to the troops.
Yeah.
And so I think that all of my insecurities stemmed from that moment in my that era in my life, because I went from like having girlfriends and stuff in middle school to then having really bad acne for like 2 years to like not even having like a girl text me.
Yeah.
And then my acne clearing up and everything was back to how things are. But there was 2-year period where I was in the fucking
Okay.
dude. I was in high water. I was in neck deep water, but it was I was the opposite of drowning and celibacy.
Yeah.
Nobody would like. There was like a
drowning
2-year
in your own cum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was too much cum built up, too much
Just,
retention.
it's like the reason that sailors would like fall for like the sirens in the sea.
Yeah, they get too horny.
They get too horny because they're just drowning in their own semen. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
Yeah, and
Out
so
on the ocean.
I think that my insecurity comes from about my body becomes from I go like, well, I can't have if I have acne and because that's also when I started lifting weights, and I go, well, if I have acne and braces, I can't also be like my body can't look bad now too. If my face is already looking like atrocious, I got to do something about the body. And so now I think that thought has stuck with me my whole life. Where I go, well, but now I don't have acne or braces, and I feel confident enough in my face, but I still go, Don't give anybody a reason to hate the way you look. I'm
Yeah,
so
okay.
deeply insecure that I go. I had 2 strikes against me for 2 years of my life in my formative years. So now anything that goes wrong about me physically, I go, well, that's another strike. I'm out. I'm
And
not
then
getting anybody looking
You're
at me.
still living with the mindset that you still have acne and braces.
I live in 14-year-old Josh.
But you don't have acne and braces, and you also have a wife. Congratulations. This is our first time talking about
my
it.
wife.
Technically, because
we just did an episode.
we did a whole episode.
It was great, too.
We talked about the wedding, which we should
can
talk
talk about
about
the
it
wedding
again
again.
for sure. But we did it. It was all super fun, and then we don't have it. But
Yeah, the file got
But yeah,
corrupted.
man, you're not. You don't have braces and acne
braces and
anymore.
acne anymore. I get pussed now. I got married.
Really funny to get braces and acne and be like, the least I can do is get jacked.
Yeah, dude, society.
If I'm gonna be a freak, I need to be a jacked freak.
If I'm gonna be a freak, I need to be able to catch somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to be strong enough to track somebody down.
If you have to like, if a lady falls, you catch her with one arm.
She goes, "Oh
and
my
then she's
God."
looking back up at you, fucking
A zip busts on her.
a zit bust on her, and you're like, caught you, ma'am, with your fucking braces, like trying not to
Madam,
madam.
you see what I did for you. You see,
Dude,
I
so
do believe you owe me some pussy.
I didn't ever have like a super like ugly duckling time of my life, but I was always just like pretty pudgy and like just like doughy in a boyish
But
way.
yeah, and I don't. Well, nothing ever had to push you over the edge to change that.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
You could have done. I think everybody should have. I think everybody should do 2 things. I just burped into the mic. That was crazy. I'm so sorry.
okay.
I think everybody should do 2. It's 9 a.m. and I'm on so much caffeine. I think everybody should have to do 2 things. I think everybody should have to have acne when they're 14. I think everybody should have to join the military because I think both of those things
That's crazy.
they ruin
crazy
you
talk.
mentally. But it makes you you come out on the other side a psycho. And
The
I think there's a
military
level.
is maybe a little much. Acne. The two things being acne and
It's
the
just the 2 things I've
military.
done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
you just
everybody
learn so
should have to be a
much.
ginger as well for at least a 4-year
And
period
small
of their
balls.
life with small balls and size
No,
7
dude, I
feet.
think that there's something to be said about having if you get broken down that way.
No,
mentally you get into the most sunken, deepest, darkest place when you're getting. You know how embarrassing it is to be 15. All your friends are fingering. You're not.
Yeah, that
You're
does
playing
suck.
World of Warcraft. And not only I'm playing as a dwarf hunter on World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
playing
tough. That is
as
tough.
the worst class and the worst race.
I do think that
Dwarf
there
hunter.
is something to be said.
I had a ginger
for-
character.
Really? A ginger dwarf?
A ginger dwarf character that was a
Yikes.
dwarf hunter. His name was Lonex because they auto-generated the name
Lonix.
Lonix.
That's actually kind of a sick name.
I mean, that's what I would be if I was
yeah.
a hunter.
I do think there's something to be said for having like a bad time in high school
Yeah.
and what that does to you. Like, cause I like I said, like I didn't have like a ugly duckling era of my life. It was like, I wasn't like a fucking hot guy, but I, whatever. But I also, even though I wasn't like, I mean, I had acne in the way that like kids get like I would get sometimes. And, I did Proactive and all that, but I didn't have like cystic acne or anything like that. And I was on the basketball team, but there were classes of people and I was objectively not in the cool kids class. And then like the friends that I were friends with would like, I just got like destroyed. Like I've talked about like all my nicknames.
Yeah,
Right?
Dasani Ross, Fat
Dasani
Ross,
Ross,
Soft Ross.
Fat Ross, Soft
Soft
Ross.
Ross might
Soft
be-
Ross when you're in high school and the joke is that like you can't get hard. Like, dude, like I for real had like people were like fucking mean to me.
Did
like,
you ever think about showing up to class in gym shorts
with just rock hard?
Can't get hard.
Well, we had to
air
wear-
out the gym, air out the
air out
geometry
the gym
class
with my cock. Oh yeah, who's soft now?
You have a list. You have the names written on your dick. You know how the
fuck.
shooters would put the names
Yeah.
on a piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
They found a list of names when I was in high school in a bathroom. They put people's names like Taylor King, Jacob Lee were on a fucking wall, and they shut school down for like 2 days.
Really?
For like a day. We had cancer. That's the nice thing about growing up in suburban America. Once in a while, Somebody will call in a bomb threat. Somebody will put a list of names in a bathroom, and they just go, "Yeah, it's like a snow day."
Yeah.
But the FBI has to come and do some stuff.
Snow day, except we thought there might be a school shooter is great.
Yeah. And then it's like also just like the one kid who was like kind of exploring himself and who he is, like that when breaking social norms, that had like who would wear like eye makeup, and he was just an emo kid. Everybody's like, well, it has to be Sam.
Yeah.
It's like he's just the one person who's not like showing up in like an American Eagle shirt, and they're like, well, Sam's gonna kill
the
everybody.
one person just trying to like be himself at a young age, which is actually like a pretty brave thing to do. And they're like, oh, well, it's him.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's the freak. Even the teachers were like, well, I don't know, kind of fucking.
Bro, dude, teachers. So I think also a thing that I don't realize about high school is like a lot of those teachers, even though they seem like full grown adults to us, are like our age now. Like what?
Oh,
like
they were like
32,
23
whatever.
when I was.
And then some of them are even younger, and they're trying to finger students. And like, but other than that, like there were also like I remember like my math teacher, Mr. Gilpin. Fuck you.
I hate that name.
Me too. He would like.
That's he was born to be a math teacher.
He would like roast me and like make fun of me. Like it was like
like what?
like one time he called me out. He was like, "Are you picking your nose?" And like I objectively was. I like right like I was, but I. But like,
what the fuck are you mad about?
No. But like, in a way, like, I wasn't like fucking like, oh, and then like looking at it like I was just kind of like, you know, when you get something and you're just kind of like fuck, you know, when you're kind of like fucking with your nose, like you're just trying to like there's a hard one. And you're trying to, and like I was trying to be secretive about it. I'm also like fucking 16, bro. Like this ruins me. And then he was like, Matt Ross, are you picking your nose? And I was just like, what, dude, what? And of course at the time I'm like, no, dude, no, Brent, I'm not picking my fucking nose. But it was like embarrassing. I'm like, what an insanely terrible thing to do to a kid.
That is so goddamn funny though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Objectively
now
funny,
that
but it's
from
also
the
mean as fuck.
It is
to
super
do.
mean. I would hate it to happen.
It is funny to be the teacher to be like, "Are you picking your fucking nose?"
I
bro?
would hate it to happen to me. But it's so funny to be like, "Are you picking your nose?" And you're like, "Well, yeah, I was."
Yeah.
And you get mad at him.
Of course, I have to get mad at him. This is a theme in my life. It comes up every once in a while. Where I'm the one doing something, I'm the one like breaking the rules or
being a bad boy,
whatever the case is.
Bad boy Ross,
and then I get bad boy. And then when I either get caught or something's not going my way, I get mad. So great example is one of the people I open for has like a hookup with Marriott where they get like a friends and family discount. So when the room is booked, they'll put my name on it, but technically the rule, and not everybody does this, but one place in Chicago they did it. I can't check in on my own. She has to be there because her name is on the room and she's the family.
totally.
And so what they're trying, and I was trying to check in, and then I had to wait 2 hours, and I was pissed, and she was pissed, and I was like, "What the fuck? I have my fucking ID. They can't let me in." Blah blah blah. And we're both like on the phone, like bitching to each other about it. And then I realized like they're literally trying to stop me from like and all of us from doing exactly what we're doing, which is take advantage of this rule and have me check in without you having. Because she wasn't even staying at the hotel; she was staying at a nicer hotel.
Right? Yeah.
A really cool thing to do. No, the hotel I was at was super nice. It was like on the lake in Chicago.
No, dude, no.
But like,
she had room service. She was getting catered to.
Going to the spa and shit. But yeah, like getting caught picking your nose and then being like pissed off and then being like,
So funny.
"Yeah, I was okay," but still.
Yeah,
don't say it, dude.
Suck on my little ball.
I'm trying to finger Sammy Smallwood still. I've been working on it since sixth grade.
Dude.
She's not going to let me put my fingers in her if she thinks they're covered in boogers.
Dude, boogie finger?
Yeah, what the fuck,
Getting
man?
a boogie, getting fingered by a boogie with a boogie on the
dude,
nail?
That's not what you want.
Oh, a
That is
boogie
not what
underneath the
you
nail,
want,
dude. That'll
Talk about
create
an
some type of...
infection.
Yeah, that would create some type of mucus.
Ew.
The word mucus is a little too
Pussy
much.
mucus?
Oh, dude.
That's really gross.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. It was making my tummy hurt.
So you got married.
Dude, yeah, guys, we'll recap the wedding for like the third time because we did again. We cannot emphasize enough how devastating it was to not have the episode that we originally.
I want you guys to know we had such a good time on the episode that you won't ever see.
Yeah, and it's important to realize that we're going to try to recreate the moments.
We're going to try to recreate it, but I want you to know that we've not only in our personal lives talked about the wedding, but yesterday we talked about it
for 2 hours almost.
For an entire episode. But there are some things that happened at the wedding that I just feel like have to be talked about and like have to be recorded.
And I do think that we have to start, of course, with Drew Illa.
We have to start with Drew Illa, a friend of the pod. You guys know he
was on
like
episode,
two episodes ago, right?
And for some reason, that episode didn't get a lot of views. And I'm not saying that the listeners are racist, but it was the only.
All I'm saying is that if you did see a black guy and didn't listen, even if you actually just didn't listen because it wasn't me, thanks. But
yeah.
But if you
it was a
saw
microaggression on your guys' part.
If you saw Josh and then you saw him with a black guy and you thought maybe I'll just listen next week, you are a racist.
Yeah, that's a racist thing that you guys did.
Now,
and he's hilarious. Go check that episode out. Now, we do need to set the scene. Drew is a large black man who lives in Miami, Florida, and he's from New York.
He's from New York. He's got an afro. He's very loud.
He showed
up to this wedding
in lime green suit.
A lime green suit
with lime green shoes to match.
Afro pick in his hair. To a wedding full of white people. Also, a lot of different shades of white.
A lot of different shades.
Of white, actually.
Some spicy whites.
Spicy whites. That is how I like to refer to them.
The Mediterranean whites.
A lot of Mediterranean whites.
He also had a giant chain that said Illa on it.
Yeah.
That he had on
giant $25 chain that says Illa.
Yeah. Giant chain that he customized on Amazon. So we start this wedding off, and I want to say we'll start with the most eventful thing. We are, it's about. We're gonna jump in the timeline a little bit here. We're gonna kind of Pulp Fiction it, but it's not a linear story. At about midnight, I would say a little before midnight. The party at this point we started the wedding. I think the wedding started at 6. The invite said get there at 6. We had a social hour. Then we started the appetizers, whatever.
Open bar.
Which
is important to this story.
It's very
important. Bar, which started at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. That's a SpongeBob reference. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
But so we start drinking. Everybody gets there around 6. Start drinking. Now it's 5 hours later. And Drew is kind of like, let's keep the party going. You know what I could use? A bag.
Yeah.
You know what I need? Some cocaina.
Nothing like looking for a bag at a wedding.
Yeah, nothing says
Nothing
says classy. Like I'm asking my father-in-law for a Coke.
And listen, bro, I used to be a drug addict, so like I get it. I just didn't think I would get into my 30s and think that people were like doing blow at a wedding.
And here's what I want to say. For the record, do blow at my wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blow at my wedding whenever that happens if I'm capable of love.
No, dude. I can see you having like 6 kids in like the next 10 years. You might go all in. Well, you might do a full reverse. You might go from like
I might go from like whatever I am now. Like just to being like trad husband.
Yeah. Have you ever seen 500 Days of Summer?
Yes.
I love that when movie. She's like all like I never was sure about it until I met you.
Fuck, dude, that would break my fucking heart.
Man, you might get 500 Days of Summer.
But
in a good way.
I get to be Summer.
You are Summer.
I get to be Zoe Deschanel.
You do have a Deschanel vibe.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like
I'm a little goofy and quirky.
Little fun goofball.
Yeah.
So it's 11 o'clock. Drew's looking for a bag.
Yeah.
He's on the hunt, dude.
Yeah.
He's hounding for it.
And I think he found somebody who might have one.
Yeah.
No.
I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
He was just really, really drunk.
He took advantage of the open bar, which
he did.
It was very fun. Everybody was hammered. But so Drew goes up and starts looking for a bag. And
but wait, I also want to add that Drew is like has been doing jujitsu for like a decade.
This is very important to know.
And at one point earlier in the night, there was a guy there who Drew had been talking to, the dude with like long hair. I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah,
like,
yes, I know who
had already been really drunk and annoyed me multiple times. Which, by the way, if you're really drunk, it's really easy to annoy me multiple times.
Well, if you're sober and everybody else is drunk,
dude, it sucks.
It's the worst thing to be. It's the worst thing to be is sober with a group of too drunk,
like
people.
really drunk,
too many drunk. people.
So at some point, I guess that guy had been in the military of some point, and in the course of Drew and him talking. Drew was talking about jiu-jitsu. He was talking about the military. And then that guy was basically like, I don't care if you do jiu-jitsu. Like I could fuck you up. And then Drew was just like, fuck off. And then Drew told me and Spencer, like he just kept telling that guy to fuck off. And then later in the evening, he found out that was the guy with coke. And now he has to befriend the guy who he's been being. I mean, like
that's so funny.
A comedy movie level scene of a guy who you've been talking shit to all night, and then finding out you have to befriend them if you want to get a bag.
Fuck! What a fun side!
So funny.
What a fun side quest!
Exactly,
Because that turns into him being like, "Well, I'll get you a bag, but you have to go get me an extra dessert." And then he goes to the kitchen, and the kitchen's out of dessert, but they can do it, but you just have to go get the chocolate bars from next door, and then that turns into a whole thing, and then you reverse
it's
it.
Like, what are you willing to do?
Yes.
Yeah, so then Drew has to go up to the guy and be like, let me talk to you real quick.
Let me talk. Hey, Poppy.
Hey, let me talk.
And so I want to say, so now we're painting the scene. And again, I want everybody to know that I'm fine with all of this. I want people to have a good time at my wedding. Everybody was having a good time. It was a great time. And then Drew is in the restroom and somebody walks in, a family friend, a person who...
But a family friend like removed, right? It's like the baby daddy or husband possibly of a family friend. Like
right.
This person's pretty removed from like your inner group.
I've met him
people.
once before.
Great. Always who you want at your
nice
wedding.
enough guy.
Yeah.
Drew goes, "Hey, do you possibly know where to get some cocaine?" And the guy doesn't really know Drew, and he goes, "No, I don't. I don't do drugs." And then he says, he tells Drew, like, my mom actually overdosed on drugs. Like, I think it was like cocaine or fentanyl. And then Drew and died.
Yeah.
And then Drew said, well, what the fuck does that have to do with me? Crazy, dude. What are you, out of your mind,
Such
dude?
a crazy.
What are you fucking...
But that's how Drew gets when he's fucked. Like, he doesn't think, like, he just thinks like he can be the guy who just like says it like it is, you know? And I the guy didn't like it.
I wonder why.
The guy was, I would say, livid, really, really upset. Because like from my perspective, I obviously wasn't in there for any of this. What I saw was that guy who was upset being held back from going back to where the hallway to where the bathroom was. And it's late enough where I go, people are drunk and problems are starting. And I know who the drunkest person I personally know at the wedding is. And I'm looking around and Drew's nowhere to be found. And I just have a feeling he's in the bathroom and that's where that guy's trying to go. And I was 100% correct. And then like, so people are holding him back. They end up taking him outside. Drew just strolls out like nothing happened, like couldn't care less. And then I'm like, Drew, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, I don't know. That guy, he said this, like, his mom died. I was like, the fuck does that have to do with me? I don't give a fuck. And I was like, Drew, what the fuck, man? It's like, and he's at a level of drunk where he just doesn't understand that was like an objectively crazy thing to say to somebody. I mean, I also get it. Like, I get that, like...
Right, it's like trauma dumping on a person.
Like, dude, being the party pooper, like when somebody late in the night of an open bar wedding where people are obviously getting fucked up and a guy's like, hey, do you reckon, like, get a little... And he's like, no, my mom actually died from that. Is like such a party pooper.
It's trauma
thing
dumping.
to say.
It is trauma
It's
dumping.
a trauma dump.
And nobody likes that. Nobody likes being like.
Nobody likes to have their party ruined like that. So I can see why Drew might be like, what the fuck does that have to do with me?
Also,
I could also see why that would send you into a blind rage.
yeah.
Especially because we don't even know. I don't know
the story.
Till right now, we don't know if that happened 10 years ago or a month ago.
Yeah.
I would bet it was more recent than
totally. It's
than
probably
not,
a fresh wound
because this guy was angry.
And I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Not that I have any horse in this race really at all, but I can also imagine you probably don't deliver that's how my mother died in a graceful way.
Yeah.
You probably say it kind of like, no, I don't have any fucking
with a bit of an attitude.
No, my fucking mom died. And so then he could have escalated it
so then
just by the tone. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Now, the real question is, should this guy have pulled his gun out?
And then should every other man in that building somehow... Why did 7 guns come out at my wedding?
This was my favorite part of the wedding.
It was crazy.
Is you were also drunk, and I can tell when you're drunk. I know you really well, so obviously I can tell when you're drunk. But when you get drunk, your hair does a specific thing.
I get static electricity
hair. Yes, it's like you start conducting.
I put a balloon on my hair.
Yeah, like exactly. And you're drunk, and you're like, "What are all these fucking pussies doing with guns out at my wedding?"
Yeah, dude, I was getting mad. I was calling everybody pussies who had guns out.
Because that guy apparently went out and got his gun, which
he had a loose gun in his waistband.
Crazy.
He didn't even have it holstered properly.
Well, and to be fair,
if you're going to conceal carry,
what I will say is this guy he did show up in jeans.
Yeah.
And he did have a flat bill sitting like loosely on top of his head. So gun in the waistband makes sense for who I think this guy thinks he is. I'm just saying.
I will say,
like whatever character
100%.
he's trying to play, he wasn't like, "Oh, I got to have a holster."
Right.
Like he was just like,
"Well, I got to go to the range today and get some practice in."
Oh man.
Well, I think that I want to defend him a little only because I'm afraid that he might listen to this and he has a gun. And
great point.
And I will say he was awesome. He went and bought. We ran out of certain drinks. He went and got some on his own dollar. Very respectable. Very appreciative of that. I do not appreciate pulling a weapon out
at my wedding.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think even if you are listening to this, you understand.
Yeah,
surely you can
know.
understand. I personally am a fan of a good story. I'm happy you did it. I think it's great.
As long as no shots were fired, and that's the important thing. I will say I did look up. I was very drunk. I was in the back. There was this little there was a curtain that blocked off like the main area from the main area. And I kept going back there to try to eat because I don't know if you've ever tried to eat at your own wedding.
No,
it's like an impossible thing to do. Yeah. You take one bite and somebody comes over and it's like, "It's so great to be here. You guys are doing such a love," and you're like. You're very appreciative everybody's there. So you're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And now you have to talk to them for 40 seconds.
Right.
Then they walk away. You get one half a bite in and then somebody else walks up and then they do the same thing. And so you don't eat it all. So Ariel and I were in the back area and she was fingering me and I was eating.
Got to consummate the marriage.
And yeah, we got to constipate the marriage. And so we're back in this little area just kind of taking a breath, being like, "Okay, let's eat quick and then go back out there." And I'm hammered. And I walk out and I literally just see my father-in-law sitting at the bar with a gun in his hand.
Yeah.
And I went, "What the fuck is that?" And then I look over and then I see 2 other people with guns in their hand. And I'm like, there's a Mexican standoff happening.
Yeah,
there's a Greek standoff.
Yeah.
It was people pointing. It was Spider-Man memes.
Yeah.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that.
Dude, fuck, it was so funny.
Just unibrows hitting the deck.
I've never been to a wedding where guns were drawn.
Yeah, we do shit different, dude.
Yeah, bro. These Greeks get down, bro.
It was great, dude.
They were dancing and shit too.
Yeah.
By the way, Greek music fucking sucks.
Stop, dude.
Ariel, I love you. Emmy, I love you. I hate Greek music.
It's just so, you know what I think? I was trying to explain this to her because Ariel was laughing about somebody that we know two-stepping and how like people like two-stepping is like a funny thing to her. And I go, two-stepping is what Greek music is for you guys to them, to people like in the South. It's like
how I don't understand seeing what the Greeks did. Two-stepping is actually a way more simple thing, and like than
totally
like
the Greek dancing is. It's very cool. It's very cool to watch and observe. It's not for me.
There was a guy like fucking slapping his feet, jumping and like doing flips and
it's
shit.
just like a cultural thing, right? It's like they were raised in it. The church does it. They do it. It's like a thing that it's a tradition they keep alive. And I know I'm a big fan of watching it. I will say the first time I saw it, I did go, do I need to hit the deck? Is there a terrorist attack?
Yeah.
Because they go,
it is. I will say
they throw
that
money at you and shit.
Yeah, well, that was funny too because then like
they make it rain on.
They make it rain, and then like there were a couple moments in the night where I was like getting down to the music, and then like I would like pick money up and then like throw it, and then I realized like I'm just like making it rain on Ariel's mom. I'm like just like throwing ones at, and I'm like this feel like to me this has a different connotation. This is not like Greek tradition. I'm making it rain. Like you only do this to strippers.
Stop, dude.
And then I'm just like doing it to Emmy. I'm like,
Well, it's such a cultural shock. I can't imagine seeing it for the first time, and it's your boy. Because the first time I was introduced to it, it was somebody. It was through Ariel's friend, and then I got to witness it.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, okay, this is like a fun. I got to see it, but if I just like showed up and you were getting money thrown at you by a bunch of people who are coming up and going and kissing your forehead and kissing your neck. And I would be like, what the fuck is Matt doing?
It is
right
crazy.
now?
They just walk up and they're kind of just like, they yeah.
Because spitting in Greek is good luck. If you go, it's like a blessing. You go pray up.
Fucking gross.
Pray up.
Not Greek people, but just that specifically.
So we just. I want to say that. What else happened? I mean, the wedding itself.
It was a good wedding, by the way.
It was perfect.
You nailed it.
Beautiful.
No ceremony. Spencer was getting down. Spencer was dancing like an absolute psychopath.
Spencer Cavins was freaking out on the dance floor.
Dude,
he was getting his freak on.
And Spencer Cavins, also a friend of the podcast.
Yes.
Was dancing in a way that it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. It was truly one. It was some of
he was having fun.
It was some of the most embarrassing behavior that I've ever seen, but that's exactly what he was going for. Because Spencer is a crazy person.
Spencer likes that.
Spencer likes that. He knew it was embarrassing us, or me at least, and he couldn't stop doing it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let us even have a moment. We were trying to sing Love Sosa together, and he was like dancing up on me.
I will say it was very funny. Because it went from traditional Greek music to me going up to the DJ going, play Chief Keef Love Sosa. And he went, what is it? And I went, Chief Keef Love Sosa. And I'm hammered and one eye's going one way and the other's going the other. And then he goes,
drunk.
yes. And then he plays it. Everybody leaves the dance floor other than me and Matt.
I have never seen a dance floor empty quicker than when they went from like Flow Rida or like Greek music to Love Sosa.
These bitches love Sosa.
And I mean,
in the know.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, me and Matt were rapping to ourselves, to each other. And then Spencer came up.
Two white boys.
I mean, this is the pinnacle of being a white boy.
A little bit of emotion.
A little bit of motion. We had a little bit of motion at my wedding. God forbid.
God forbid two white boys have a little bit of motion together on the dance floor.
Sorry, we caught a wave at my wedding, dude. This is what a white boy dreams of. A white man dreams of playing Chief Keef, Love Sosa, and rapping on the dance floor in front of all the closest friends and family.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
100%.
It's a white Christmas. It's a cornerstone. It is a canon event for a white guy. You go, you think of four things. This is what a white guy dreams of. First one, bottom of the ninth, base is loaded, full count. I'm in the batter's box. I'm eyeing the pitcher down. I'm adjusting my batting glove. I step out of the box. Adjust my batting gloves. I look over at the coach. Swing away. I go. Give him the nod. Step back in. Boom. Walk off. Grand slam.
Have you ever hit a home run?
No.
Oh. I hit one in like 7th or 8th grade.
I hit 2 triples in my life.
That's good.
Yeah, I was big. I'm pretty fast. I used to be fast. I don't think I am anymore.
Yeah.
But I would always in baseball, two things would happen. I hit 2 triples. I used to hit a lot of. I didn't have power. Like I wasn't like a strong. I didn't like have a big swing. But what I did have was the ability to slap the ball really well because I'm like a lefty.
Yeah.
I swing lefty.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Did you?
Didn't know
Anything
that.
I do like swinging wise is left-handed.
Interesting. I did not know.
And I
that.
throw right-handed. Joe Mauer also does that. I learned that.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Who?
Joe Mauer,
Joe Mauer?
Minnesota Twins legend. Joe Mauer, the catcher.
No.
Also played first base.
No, never heard that name before in my life.
He's the man.
I believe you.
He famously hit a home run in high school baseball. He was the number 1 baseball prospect coming out of Minnesota. He's sort of a hometown hero, and he hit a home run that landed on a train, and it went over like there's railroads right next to the train park, and it landed on a train and like drove away before hitting the ground. So everybody's like he had like a 15,000 foot home.
Yeah, longest home run.
That's like the
ever.
joke. But
Yeah.
So I would play baseball. I played baseball, and I was good at slapping the ball. Never had any power. But what happened when I went to high school? My coach. Well, 2 things happened. My coach was a cocksucker, and because I was fast and was left-handed, anytime I would bat, bunt, move the bases, get on base, hopefully try to get or I would squeeze bunt, or I would sacrifice bunt. Like I was always a bunt guy, and it drove me crazy. But I also didn't really play high school because I got 60-day suspension so I got 2 suspensions in my school.
You got suspended in high school twice?
I got suspended in high school I was banned from playing sports my senior year. Not that I would have anyways. My senior year.
What were you doing?
First
you
one,
bad boy.
I was a bad boy.
You're a really bad boy.
I got in a lot of trouble. I got ISS for a tweet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
What was the tweet again? Wasn't it about
fuck Ruby Golnick?
Who's Ruby Golnick? A teacher?
My science teacher who went out of her way to have me come in and do a test early one morning on a Friday.
Oh yeah, you told me the story recently where she like went out of her way to help you, and then I
tweeted fuck
and you were just like fuck her.
I said fuck Ruby Golnick for making me wake up at 6 a.m. on a Friday to take a test.
Dude.
She went out of her way.
Yeah, awesome.
She lived like an hour away. She woke up at 5 a.m. to let me come in and take a test. And then I tweeted,
"Fuck her, dude."
So I got a strike from that, and so then I was banned from sports you had a 28-day suspension from sports. Then my second suspension came. I fought Brandon Peterson in the hallway, and that was like 2 days before school ended my freshman year. Well, he was flexing when he was blowing his nose, and I had to call him out on it. I did what your teacher did to you.
That's what started.
There was beef.
He was up at the front of the room blowing his nose, and he decided to get a flex in so that girls would see. And you were like, you called him out,
dude. I don't want to speak on it because Brandon probably still holds residual beef. I don't want to be beefing with Brandon two decades later. He was flexing.
He was flexing,
dude. Here's what happened. No, I don't know if he was flexing. I was definitely being a little troll rat fuck.
Yeah, of course.
But
also,
I started spreading rumors that he flexes every time he can.
Even
it got to him.
Even if he wasn't flexing, that's the funniest thing to say. It's like, are you flexing right now? He's like, what? No, I'm blowing my nose. Like, are you like trying to impress girls while you're blowing your nose?
That's what I was doing.
Like, dude, what a
By the way,
troll.
also, saying this with acne and braces.
Yeah, being the little like rat fuck.
Yes.
Is like, are you blowing your nose?
Are you serious? Are you seriously jacking off all alone right now? Are you seriously blowing your nose, flexing at the front of the class, sharpening his pencil? It started because he blew his nose, and I called him out on it. The next day, he sharpened his pencil. Then I loudly said, we had Spanish class together, and then I loudly said, we get it, dude. Stop flexing.
Did that send him?
He lost his mind.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we're going to fight. And also didn't disclose this. He trained boxing. He did boxing for a couple of years. So he was like a boxer. And then, so I got into a fight with him like in the hallway. And then I got suspended for like 60 days. And then my sophomore year, and then that ended almost all of the baseball season. I came back and I started playing at the second games. You know you were bad if they were putting you on the second game because the first game mattered. First game mattered. Second game was and then I was never like good.
Second game was like all the kids need to have a game to play in kind of vibe.
It was very much like we'll let the manager score because he has autism and he's been folding our towels all year.
Yeah,
that's like the vibe the second game had. But then sophomore year I played baseball or football, and then I stopped playing baseball because I was like our team sucked. All of our teams. I wasn't. Not that I'm saying I'm an athlete. I wasn't a good athlete by any means.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made a dent had I started or had I went out and started like I was. It wouldn't have been like all of a sudden. Now we're good. It was like our team sucked. The program sucked. We had no funding. We were playing a 4A schools.
You're just getting destroyed.
We're getting destroyed and then getting punished for getting destroyed.
Awesome.
It's like we would go up against schools that had like huge budgets that were like funding and recruiting kids, playing private Catholic schools that were 5A or 4A, which was like they were scouting anybody. And then we would go. We had 52 kids on a team and we were allowed to have 100. We couldn't even get 100 kids on the team. And like, so anyways, I stopped playing baseball and football because of that. So that's.
I just remembered something.
Yes.
Speaking of boxing and fighting, at the table at your wedding, I brought up, would somebody who's been training jiu-jitsu for a year be able to beat a 10-year boxer 1 out of 10 fights? Everybody at the table was like, you're stupid if you think they wouldn't be able to beat them once.
No.
And you know what? It felt good to do it at your wedding too.
No, dude.
Just to be like
that's disrespectful to do at my wedding.
Everybody at like Tommy, Riley, Jared, they were all like, yeah, once? Of course they would be able to. It's crazy that you picked this hill to die on. I just want you to know that all the people you love and respect most that flew to your wedding disagree with you.
Can I tell you something? My frontal lobe has developed more since this argument. I actually agree with you.
I know you do. I think you were influenced by
Jack
O'Sullivan, which I understand. He is a powerful, powerful, deep autistic in presence.
I don't think he's autistic. I do think that I know he's autistic. I think I look up to him.
Yeah,
I think he's a tough guy. And he's everything I want to be, dude.
He was a Navy SEAL.
He's everything I wanted to be, which is like a big.
I'm glad
tough
that
guy
you're.
from Boston,
you know what though?
boxing.
I'm glad you're able to admit that you were where you were at the time compared to now.
Yeah.
I also think your frontal lobe develops. I think it's like 25. I think you've been developed for like 4 or 5 years.
I think I hit puberty when I was 28.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have pubes until last year.
Do you remember getting your first pube?
Oh, 1 second. Yes.
Okay.
6th grade. And I've showed everybody because it was red, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
That's crazy.
Everybody asked if I had pubes, and I went, "Yeah." And then we all showed everybody.
One pube out.
Oh, I didn't just have a single one.
You got a bush?
I had like a bush right away.
Whoa! I remember my first one. Pulled it out.
You pulled the pin?
Back. Yeah, I pulled the pin.
Oh my!
And then it exploded.
Fire in my hole.
No, that wasn't until later.
Baseball. At the bottom of the 9th, bases loaded. That's one of the key memories for a white guy.
Like a thing, like
a thing that the canon event. Everybody, you fantasize about that.
I think buzzer beater in general, like winning the game,
walk off hero.
Yes,
that's one of the fantasies. Second fantasy, rapping Chief Keef at your wedding.
Sure, of course.
With
I've
your
requested
friends.
Love Sosa at every wedding I've ever been at.
Okay, there you go. Second one. Third, stopping a shooter.
Interesting. Now I think this is a specific kind of white guy.
Yeah.
Because I've never had the hero fantasy of like saving the day.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I would stop a shooter. I don't have a gun. I would be scared as fuck. Like, but I do agree with you. I think a lot of dudes, I don't even know if this is just white dudes. I think this is just dudes in general are like, I would love to save the day.
White guys love saving the day.
You would love to be the guy who, instead of getting scared, if a shooter walked in the room, you would like fight or flight, and you would fight, and you would spear him to the ground and wrestle the gun away.
Dude, you know what I have? I know for a fact I have it. It's happened many times. There's fight, flight, or freeze. I freeze.
Really?
I'm a freezer.
Interesting.
Every time I freeze for like a split second before I gain I always pause for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then I come to. It happens every time anything like anxiety inducing happens to me.
Whoa, interesting.
I'm not like a runaway guy, and I'm also not an act guy. I assess for a second and then choose one of the two.
I don't know that I've ever been in like that kind of like spiked cortisol situation where I'm like something is going to happen. Like, I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where I really know what I do. I can't imagine I fight. I
think you would.
I don't know though, but I don't know if I would run away. I don't know.
You're too big to run away.
That's true.
Running away is actually probably counterintuitive for you.
Yeah.
Because you're just becoming like,
Especially in like
Especially
a
in your
shooter situation.
and you're old in your older age, and I know that you're dealing with like a slip disc, and you've done that within the past.
Slip disc, bad knees.
You take 2 power steps, and you step wrong, your third stride.
That's true.
You might just rip.
The last time I tried to like full sprint, I just fell. I just just fell down.
I think you got to be an attacker.
I think I do.
I think I want you to remember this conversation in case you ever get into a fight, flight, or freeze. You got to fight.
I'm hoping that I can fight. Yeah, I've never like been in like an actual like brawl, and
you'd win.
there's a part of
Big
me
guy.
that thinks I would win,
Big guy.
even though I've never really trained or done any
You don't
sort
need
of
to- you're-
fighting. I think like I just by sheer size, I could
Yes.
just kind of like swallow somebody up.
Hey yo.
Yeah, you know.
Hey yo.
Hey yo, boys.
Hey yo, boy.
Hey yo, boys.
The-
Proceed.
I've been in like the most recent fight, flight, or freeze thing that I witnessed that I was a part of was a dog fight when I was at the
Oh, yeah.
I was at a dog park, and this is like 6 months ago, and dogs got
And you fingered the dog's ass.
stop.
You did. You went, get off my dog.
I went, get the fuck off of my dog. Don't make the noise.
Get off my dog. That's
There's a
just like the guy who's like secretly like a disgusting
Human.
freak and is just like lingering at the dog park waiting for dogs to get into a fight to finger them. Oh my God, what's happening?
Baywatch, but
Get
finger
your dog off my dog.
It's like a guy who shows up at the beach every day hoping to get stung by a jellyfish to be like, oh my God, you have to piss on me.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, get away from that burn.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to pee on my leg.
Oh fuck. Oh, Sydney Sweeney, don't piss on my leg.
Wait, was it your dog or was it 2 other dogs?
There was 2 other dogs.
Uh-huh.
This was most recently. We went to the apartment complex next to our house. There was this huge like Doberman and this little fucking bulldog, and the bulldog like latched onto the. It did that thing where they like unhinge their jaw and it like locks in, and I was right. I mean, it was 2 feet in front of me, and they were like coming at me. And when because you can, the noise of an actual dog fight is crazy.
It's insane.
It's the same as like gunfire. It's
yeah.
like it's like noises
Yeah.
you didn't know animals are capable of making.
Right.
And it starts happening like right in front of me. And I'm like watching it come towards me. I'm on like sitting down and I'm like, this is like bad.
Yeah.
And then it took me a second to be like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck. They're about to start like fighting at you.
Yeah.
And that was like one of those things where I sat there and it like, they ended up like running into me while I was sitting down before I finally was like, get away.
Yeah.
Another time I had it, this is like more of this is a less intense situation. Not that was crazy intense, but it definitely was intense for me. My adrenaline was going during that. I watched a trailer hitch. This was like a couple years ago. I'm driving back from Denver, and the car in front of me had like a hitch, like a towing hitch. On the truck had a towing hitch, and it fell off of it like fell off of the back of his truck. And he was a good while in front of me, and I watched it happen, and I went, oh man, that's like crazy that just fell off. And I'm driving, and it's rolling towards me, and I hit it with my car, and it exploded my tire. And I remember I fully had a thought process
Bro.
that was like, oh, his trailer hitch just.
Yeah, you do freeze.
I
You
freeze.
do freeze. I don't know if I fight, but I react. Dude, one time I was driving on 95 in Florida. It's a big like 4-lane highway, and I see something way down the road, and I'm watching it, and I see a tire bounce over the car in front of me. It's rolling down the highway, and luckily I swerve out of the way because it bounces like right next to. It was a rental car too, right? It bounced right next to my rental car. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I just watch it like go down the highway. It hit the front of a car, and like I mean, dude. And it was like a fucking Suburban tire, just like poof, poof, like it was like a video game, just like bouncing down the highway.
Donkey Kong?
Yes, exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. But easy.
You reacted.
Yeah, I reacted.
You're a reactor, dude.
Dude, I watched a video yesterday about what to do if like a dog. It was like a stitched video, and it was like a little like French bulldog latched onto this like little rat terrier's ear. And the people they were trying to get the jaw, like, they're trying to do whatever and they couldn't get it off. And then a lady stitched the video and was like, what you should do in this situation, if you have a leash, you need to make a noose. Like, wait. And they were like, literally, she was like, you choke the dog who's latched until like they will either begin to lose consciousness and they'll let their jaw will relax, or in their fight for air, they will do the same thing. They were like, if you don't have a leash and you can't make a noose, choke them out. Same concept. And then I didn't make it to the third thing because I opened the comments and it was like, number one recommendation, shove your finger in the Frenchie's ass. Like, it was just like hundreds of messages of being like, shove your finger in the dog's ass. Like, it's just like, that's what everybody has been taught. And everybody just wants to finger a dog.
If push comes to shove, dude, I'm fingering a dog to get off of my dog.
You think you're not going to make a noose? You're not going to learn how to tie a knot in that moment, create a noose?
It would be crazy
choke.
to just be like, no, I know how to make a noose.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, somebody's like, that worked, but why were you so quick on the draw with that? That was crazy. With the little knots and everything.
She's like, you got to choke the dog out. It's like, I'm not trying to make the dog come.
It would be, there we go.
Dog cum.
Friendly fire.
Dude, dog cum is a good name for like a emo band, like a Midwest emo band.
I don't know if it is.
Well, Mom never talked to me.
I think you're on the right path, but I think dog cum. I don't
It's
think I would
gross.
ever be able to go see a band named Dog Cum.
Choking dog?
Yeah, Dog Noose.
Dog nooses.
Dog Noose I would go see live for sure. But also imagine
Dog noose is a good name.
Imagine if somebody else's dog was biting you and then you just wrapped a leash around its neck and started choking it
You
out.
look like a psycho.
You would look like a psycho even if it worked.
Actually, you know what though? No, if somebody's dog is biting, game on.
Game is on. Yeah, I actually agree. I think if somebody's dog is attacking your dog, you can do anything you want.
Oh
to
my
that
God.
dog.
There was an incident we stopped taking Hazel to dog park, like random dog parks, because there's so many incidences of like,
Sure.
It's not that Hazel, here's the thing. Hazel's not like super well trained, but she's a well-behaved dog and she has recall. Those are the only two things you need. You need like
Recall meaning like what?
Like if she's 60 feet away, I go Hazel and I
she'll come
snap,
back.
she's coming.
Yeah.
And this, we were at a dog park. What the fuck was I about to say? Oh yes. So we're at a dog park in San Diego. This is like 5 years ago. And so there was a big open park, like an actual park, not a dog park, but like a, like recreational park right next to our apartment complex when we lived in San Diego. And it was huge. It's like this huge, it's like almost a block of land. And we would take dogs there, but it was technically no dogs not allowed. But everybody in the neighborhood would just come over there with their dogs. Yeah. And this guy had, we were there, Ariel and I were there with Hazel, and a fight broke out between this guy's huge, like he had a this is the issue. People always get these big fucking dogs and they shouldn't have big fucking dogs. They don't train them. They don't have control over them. And then they go, well, he's friendly to me. And it's like,
of course he is.
Yeah. He's a 7-month-old fucking Great Dane. Like he's huge.
Right.
He's 100 pounds. He weighs more than my fucking wife.
Yeah.
And this dog starts attacking this golden retriever. So all that I do, and this is like, again, close enough to me, probably like 20 feet within me, my distance. I grab Hazel and I pull her over and I give it to Ariel, and then I'm like just kind of like watching at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I secured my stuff and kept walking. The guy's owner, the owner of the Great Dane that was like attacked the aggressor. Also crazy to bring a horse to a fucking dog park.
Dude.
Don't bring your Great Dane to a dog park. It's shitting standing up like a horse just full. And the guy's like, yeah, don't help or anything. Just fucking stand there to me while he's pulling his dog away.
Well, now I'm fighting you.
Yes. And then I went, yeah. And then he went, yeah. And I went, yeah, don't worry. And I went, no, I got control of my dog. That's what I said. And then he looked at me, Ariel and I quote this all the time to each other. It's so funny. He looked at me and he's like, there's like 40 people. By the way, want to also add this. The girl whose dog's getting attacked, horrific. She's trying to stop the dog attack. Obviously very traumatic. Her titty popped out. Her full titty popped out.
That's so funny. That sucks for her.
And, dude, she's like getting hit in the face by a dog tail and her titty at the same time. She's getting ping, 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 ping.
Yeah.
And he looks up at us though. This guy's like, he goes, yeah, don't fucking just stand there. Don't fucking do anything. And then I went, I got control of my dog. And then he went, this is a community. Ariel and I will say that to
This is a community.
The Ariel and I will say that to each other randomly. It's like one of our stims together, one of our
That's
inside
so
jokes.
good.
Like,
This is a community.
it's like, get your fucking dog out of here.
It's
This is a
crazy.
community.
Yeah, it is like that. It's like, this is a community. We all help each other here. It's like, I don't even fucking know you.
I don't know your
bro.
name. I do think this is another thing that I've experienced. I don't know if other dog owners experience this. I know dog names, but I don't know the owners' names.
Yeah.
We go to this dog park, and I know like I know Willow. I know Willow. I know Charlie. I know Murphy. I know all of these dogs really well. I fucking bond with them. I know Chloe. If I could not tell you, I couldn't tell you a name of one owner.
Well, and that's because they're not important. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's so true.
They're not important.
I could give a fuck
You
about
know
your
what's
job.
important when you're at the dog park? The dogs. Oh, that's a really cute dog. I like this dog. It runs up to me. Willow is cute. I pet Willow. I'm not gonna have dinner with Willow's owner. I give a fuck who that person is.
And for the record, Willow's busted.
Is Willow ugly?
Dude,
You ever just
Underbite
see-
dogs.
bro? Just like a ugly fucking dog, like a really ugly dog. And you're just like, fuck, man, this sucks because like you're not even cute, which is like all you guys are good for. Like that's why we have dogs, is because they're cute. If every dog was ugly, we would have never domesticated them, and we would
hunt them.
we would hunt them. Yes, exactly.
There is something about the survivability of a dog. Because if you
Bro.
look at a puppy, there's something on a molecular level that happens to a human. Like you see a dog that's like a puppy, like a cute puppy,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my God.
Yes.
What's his name?
They're so cute.
What the fuck is that?
But also, like those, like they're not meant to survive. There's a reason that like they have like litters of puppies. It's because like not all of those animals were meant to survive. I'm glad the cute ones do, but God, dude, we gotta stop making pugs. I think
100%.
pugs are so fucking gross. And I'm sorry if anybody has a pug. I wish I'd have no ill intent towards your pug. I'm sure your pug is the exception.
I'm sure your pug has no trouble breathing.
Yeah, I'm sure your inbred little fucking nugget that can't, like, they can't even be happy. How can
No, they blink sideways. They have tons of medical issues.
they blink side.
Have you ever heard Spencer's joke about pugs?
No.
He's like, I don't trust dogs that eyes are on the side of their head.
Yeah, it's true.
So
It's like a
true.
fish. It's like a fucking fish. It's like not meant to. It's not meant to be like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't even have a dog. I did get to see 2 dogs yesterday, so it was a good day. I got to see Murphy, and then I went to Dan's house. They have a big old dog named Bo.
Yeah.
Bo barks a lot, but then they gave him Xanax or whatever. What they gave him?
They give him perks.
They give him, dude. This dog. By the end, he's like, just like laying there. We're all leaving, and he's just like laying on the ground, looking up at us, like on his side. As we're walking to the front door, he's just like, yeah, give daddy a rub before you get out of here. Like he's just like so obviously fucked up on drugs. It's awesome.
He's like, yeah, you guys know what
I love seeing an animal fucked up. One time my dog way back in the day accidentally ate like half a dozen weed brownies, and he was stoned for like 3 days.
Oh my God.
And it was so funny. Like it was fucked up. Like it was bad. Like
Did you take him to the vet?
no. So I looked it up. There's nothing they can do for
All you did was play Pink Floyd and give him a.
Yeah. I put him in a room with a light that goes on the ceiling.
You just stood in front of him and went, "This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
When you die, nothing happens."
So
yeah, you give your dog paranoia.
what I read, so I mean, this dog is like a fucking like 100-pound like big ass like pit mix. He was the best, and he ate all the. And I looked it up, and it was basically like the weed isn't gonna kill him because it's just not. There's no way he ingested enough. So the only thing is whether or not the chocolate in the brownie, because it was brownies, is going to make him sick. But they were like I read online. I was also addicted to heroin at the time. Just to be fair, I wasn't the best dog owner. I'm not going to act like I was. Like I should have been better. But they were basically like, if he doesn't get sick, or like within the hour of eating them, like if his like behavior doesn't change, it's fine. And I was like, well, his behavior is definitely going to change. He just ate 6 weed brownies. And dude, I've never seen a dog look like he couldn't really stand.
You got your
right.
brother's eyes?
Bro, yes.
You got shark eyes?
He got shark eyes, dude. He was high for like 3 days, bro.
Oh my god!
I had to go outside with him and hold him up while he peed.
That's crazy.
It was crazy, but
That's
he was
so sad.
I know. Nah, he was having a good time by day 2 for sure.
Did he get it? He finally broke out of it.
Yeah. He recovered. He was fine.
Well, at least you recovered, man.
Yeah.
I never had a dog get into edibles or anything. My dad used to give my dog beer.
That's so crazy.
Have you ever seen people do that?
No.
That's another white guy thing, I think.
That is a white guy thing.
Split an
Give your
old
dog some-
Milwaukee with your dog.
Yeah. After a long day of hunting. That's
it would be what he would do it, dude.
Take the dog out hunting, come home, you're having a beer, you pour a little bit in the dog bowl. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
earned that. You earned that.
Caught me those pheasants.
You did good out there.
Crazy.
Well,
Listen, guys. We're sad because I'm happy to be back. The episode we recorded yesterday was objectively much better than this one.
I thought this one was good.
We're having fun. This was good, but the energy yesterday was different.
The energy yesterday was different. We hadn't seen each other in like a month. That's
Yeah,
why.
so-
Actually, well, we saw each other at the wedding. But
Yeah, but
Back
yeah.
doing the
So
thing.
this is good. Make sure you
let's start it right here.